welcome back to my channel. I'm Kelly Youngman and I'm here to talk all things wellness. So, first of all, I just have to say, I just got these new lights and it makes such a difference. And I guess I'm just really excited because here we are, 2020, leaning into the self-tapes, doing all things virtual. Here we are. I also just love the analogy of you know what? Sometimes you just do things as good as they can be, but then when you finally step out and do it, things seem dark, confusing. You add the light, you turn the light on. And I don't know, maybe this metaphor makes more sense in my head than out loud, but sometimes you just need that extra light and clarity to then start moving forward. So, what I want to talk about today is how we can eat and be more mindful throughout the holidays. I know, especially for my performers out there, we are feeling it. We're at home, we're eating, we're indulging, and it feels good, right? But we also have that dancer, performer side of us saying,
we need to look a certain way. You need to be in the best shape of your life.
While both of those things can be true, I think sometimes you just gotta meet in the middle, right? So here are 3 tips to just be a little bit more mindful as we move through the holidays. First of all, I think this goes without saying, and you're probably gonna get sick of me saying the same thing over and over again, but part of being healthier and being able to indulge is just slowing down. So if you caught my video on Instagram, one of my 3 tips to be healthier was just eating slowly and mindfully. And that truly just means eating slower. And I know you're like, oh God, you keep saying it, but it truly makes such a difference. Your body needs time to digest. Once you start eating, takes your body time as it goes through the digestive tract to send the signal back up to your brain to let you know
hey, I'm full.
And if we don't give our body the chance to digest and we're just eating super fast, which again, been there, I tend to be a fast eater, so I completely hear you, but just give it a beat, you know? Take a bite, savor it, enjoy it. Focus on how delicious it is. Think about the texture, think about the body. That's totally a wine reference, right? So if you're drinking wine, you're going on a wine tasting, you're not just pounding them back. And if you are, no judgment. But again, I think there's so much about
sip, swish, swirl.
I don't know if I'm saying those right, but you smell it. You swirl the glass, you drink it. That's totally out of order. I'm not a som, so do not quote me. But again, just slow it down. And not only does that help in so many ways, digestively on a cellular level to digest your food in the best way possible, but it also gives you the opportunity to not eat as much. I just made a really dramatic pause, but seriously, when your body has the chance to register that you're full, you don't overeat as much and you don't end up stuffed and you don't feel so super indulgent because your body is stressed out because you're just eating what you want to eat until the point of fullness. The problem is when we go past that point of fullness and we go past just savoring and indulging, and it becomes just not as fun. Feeling stuffed is not as fun as just enjoying and eating what you want. You can still have everything you want and move towards your dream bod while just eating a little bit slowly and mindfully. The second thing is really just relieving yourself of all the shame and guilt. You know? You feel me, I know you do. But we don't have to feel bad about eating foods. Yes, maybe healthier whole foods that are less processed are better for our bodies, truly, like fuel, like the quality stuff. And like then you have like the sugar, the processed things that we know are not quite great. But as long as you're doing it intentionally and mindfully, if your favorite thing in the whole entire world about Christmas is, I don't know,
What's my favorite? That's a good question. What's my favorite thing about Christmas?
I guess like I always think of Christmas and like cookies, Christmas cookies. And again, maybe you have Hanukkah cookies.
Like all inclusive here, but for me,
Me personally, I think my biggest like joy of holidays is like Christmas cookies. My grandma who passed was such a sweet tooth. She was such a sweet tooth. So that's been like passed down in my bloodlines because I'm adopted. But so it's been ingrained in me my whole life. Christmas is for cookies.
and actually, I'm probably gonna make some cookies this week now that I think about it.
However, right? I digress. I'm getting so off track. The point is, you can enjoy those things that make the holidays special, whatever it is for you. Like, food is so closely tied to family, memories, tradition. Like, there are certain things that are important, whether it's quote unquote good for you or not. It's a part of your holidays, right? And so no one's saying you can't have it. That would be like the fun vacuum of life. Being like,
This thing that's so important to you, actually, you can't have it. Sorry.
like, come on. We can find a better solution, right? So I want to encourage you to let go of the shoulds. Let go of the guilt and the shame and just acknowledge, like, if this is important to you, you can say, I'm eating this cookie because it's important to me. I'm eating this cookie because I like cookies. And that's truly a valid reason. That's enough of a reason. Now, again, if your goals are maybe like dream bod, like maybe you're not eating cookies like 365 days a year, but that doesn't mean you can't have cookies around the holidays, right? And then it like all trickles back down to eating slowly and mindfully. Because when you're eating slowly and mindfully, you're savoring it, you're appreciating it, you're not overindulging because you're like feeling like you shouldn't eat it and then you finally do, right? We've all had those moments where like,
I'm not eating sugar anymore.
and hey, if that works for you, I 100% support you. But I know for me, it is not realistic to say I'm never gonna eat sugar again, and especially around the holidays. So there's that. The last thing I'll say, take time to appreciate. Take time to appreciate your family, your health, your friends, whatever it looks like to you. Like, appreciate your body. Appreciate the fact that you are alive and that you have human arms and legs and hands and mouths to eat food. That's also valuable. Remembering that to be able to eat is like, and again, maybe I'm getting super woo-woo and super out there, but I have to just be me. And I think that part of that is just, going there and saying, you know what? It's freaking cool. I love food and I love to eat food. And actually allowing yourself to enjoy it. Enjoy it. And then, you know what? It doesn't have to be like a binge for life, but you can enjoy your food and enjoy the holidays. And then you get right back on whatever you're working on, whether that's, adding more vegetables, adding more whole foods, moving away from processed foods. Like, that will all be there. That will all be there the day before Christmas, the day after Christmas, the day before New Year's, the day after New Year's. Like, all of those things are going to be constantly there for us. So, again, my 3 tips for you Eat slowly and mindfully. Really savor it. 2, release the guilt and shame about eating. 3, enjoy it. Enjoy the holidays and allow food to be part of your holiday tradition. Then you're not pushing against it, and it just feels a lot better. If you happen to be a performer, I just want to let you know that I have a really exciting course coming out, the Performer's Plan. I can't wait to tell you more about it. But for now, I have this freebie where I am giving you the 5 lessons I wish I knew before I booked Broadway. And it's a PDF guide with tips and insights, and I think it will give you a little bit of encouragement as we start setting goals and moving towards the new year. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, it's the 5 things I wish I knew before I booked Broadway. It's kellyyoungmanwellness.com/5 things. And I'm gonna put the link below. But again, I just wanna remind you that I am like your biggest fan and you're already doing amazing. So love yourself, love the holidays, love your food, and I'll see you back next week for another video.